So you missed Black Friday and you got a little special musician in your life that you want to get a gift for. The holidays are coming up, but you're on a budget. Maybe that little musician is you. Maybe you're the little musician you want to get a little special gift for, but you're on a budget. So I've done the impossible and I've collected some ideas for gifts under $100 that won't break the bank. Anyways, let's get into it.
You are watching Sound Learn.
You're probably wondering why I'm using this mic and not my usual mic for this video. The reason is this is the first of the gifts. The SM57 by Shure. And I know what you're thinking. The other mic you use sounds better. Guess what? This is only $99. This mic is almost like a meme in the music industry in the best way possible.
Right over there, we've got a Shure $100, but you know how they sound.
It's just always the go-to. It's always like,
yeah, just throw an SM57 on it.
There's a ton of rumors about entire albums that were recorded using nothing but this mic. Even if you know a musician that already has one of these, you can never have too many SM57s. And if you gift it to them, they'll be like, oh, they know what's up. So SM57. Next up, is your special loved one a musician? Probably, that's why you're watching this video. Now, be honest, does your special loved one actually practice the way they're supposed to using a metronome? Probably not. Let's be real. So here is a metronome, and this is cool. This is a classic metronome. I mean, you can go digital with a metronome. Sure, there's apps and stuff like that, but there is something nice about something physical that will drive everyone in your household crazy. On a more serious note, I think it does make your practice a little bit more serious. I've definitely started practicing a lot. End up on TikTok.
Huh?
The physical thing is also really nice. It kind of makes it a thing where you're like, all right, I'm going to practice. Bring out the metronome. And it's cheap. Looks nice aesthetically too. Just be mindful of the people because it's a little loud. If you like tinkering and you like synths and you like weird sounds and experimenting, this is a Korg NTS1. It's a digital little programmable synthesizer kit. And it's cool. You got to build it yourself. I've built one already here. And it's got this like little touch sensitive keyboard, but it can do much more than that. You can really just plug it in and use the effects, and it has a really great effects module. Half the fun is building it, and you don't really need any tools. It comes with everything it needs to build it. It takes like 20-30 minutes max to build. So it's a fun little kit, and it's not going to break the bank either. I'm going to call you out again on the practice thing. You're not practicing enough, right? If you're anything like me and you struggle to focus and actually do things the way you're supposed to do them, then you need to get organized. And this little thing has changed my life. It's a little cube timer. And you'll see here at the bottom, it has a little timer. And when you make it flat, it beeps. And you'll see that it has a bunch of different little times, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 60 minutes, whatever. So what happens is when you put that number on the top, you'll hear a little beep and it starts counting down from that time. And when that timer ends, it'll start beeping and you'll know you're done. I've noticed a common trend amongst musicians, and it's that we are very scatterbrained. And that thing is a game changer. So it could be about practice, it could be about working on music and staying more consistent with songwriting, etc., etc., etc. It's a great little gift. Next up, we have another little educational tool that I find extremely useful. This is a circle of fifths wheel. So if you don't know what this is, it's a circle of fifths wheel. Basically, you pick a key and it lets you know all of the different chords that fit within that key. So it's a really nice tool for songwriters. I'm sure you notice I'm leaning a little bit more towards like slightly educational gifts here. And the reality is that I think, myself included, the current generation of musicians is a lot more reliant on like splice and things like that, and we tend to leave theory behind a little bit. So I think it's always fun to just have that as a tool. I don't think there's anything wrong with not necessarily using theory, but having a simple little tool like this where it's just like, oh, what key am I in? What other chords could work that I'm not working in? Can help you get out of a rut when you're writing a song and stuff like that. So yeah, circle of fifths wheel. Next up, we got guitar strings. But these aren't just any guitar strings. These are Stringjoy guitar strings. They're made in Nashville and they're custom. They're all custom. That's their thing. Of course, they have like a pretty standard pack, but their specialty is that they allow you to make custom string packs, and they have a bunch of different options. So whereas something like an Ernie Ball string pack or Elixir or anything like that will come in their pretty standard sizes, you can get really crazy with these and have different gauges for whatever you want. So it can really change the feel and sound of your guitar. This isn't a sponsorship or anything. I just like how they go about making their strings and how much variety they give you. So if you're looking to change your sound or trying something a little bit different, it's a great little gift. They're not much pricier than regular guitar strings. And let's be real, what guitarist doesn't need more guitar strings? You should probably change your strings right now. I'm calling you out. Change your strings. Okay, back to the fun stuff. The Teenage Engineering Pocket Operator. These are basically all weird little calculator-sized synths that Teenage Engineering makes. Teenage Engineering, if you don't know, it makes some really pricey kind of boutique products. Most famously, the OP1, which is insanely expensive for what it is. But they've got a whole vibe, a whole aesthetic. And the cool thing about these is that they've never pushed them past $100. I think they used to be like $85. Now they're like $99. So this might be the last year or two where you can get them for this price.
There are 9 to choose from, each with their own unique abilities.
So they have a bunch of different little modules. This one, for example, is a voice recorder that you can then use to create samples. And the cool thing is that they can all be linked together. You just kind of put a little 1/8" cable between them and you can kind of sync them in tempo. A lot of fun stuff you can do with it. You can't really go wrong gifting a musician one of these, even if they already have one, because you can link 2 of them and get crazy with it. So this is one of my top picks. So my last gift suggestion is maybe a little bit of a cop-out, but I can guarantee you that any musician will be like thankful for this, and it's a gift card. Gift cards in any other kind of like realm are kind of like, oh yeah, I don't know. Well, thanks, I guess. I guess I'll go to Target and buy some towels. But in the musician's world, I think there's nothing better than a gift card, just because we are fickle beings and we buy what we want and not always what we need. So just having $100 gift card or even $50 gift card or something like that to something like Sweetwater, Guitar Center, Musician's Friend, those kinds of places, we're going to appreciate it because we always want to buy stuff, and the things that we want to buy a lot of the time are very, 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 very specific to our tastes. So I try to keep the list very general of things that I think anyone could kind of enjoy and find useful. So if you didn't feel like any of these clicked, gift cards. Trust me, gift cards. So that's it for this list. You can buy these in the description. I have links for every single one of them. If you do choose to buy it through one of those links, it helps me out with no extra cost to you. So I would really appreciate it. If there's anything that piqued your interest, please support the channel by buying them through the link. But you don't have to. You can literally just go to Amazon.com or wherever you want and do it without that. So, I mean, I'm not trying to like force you to do anything, you know. This is like, this could help me out a bit and throw me in. I did make this list for you. I'm kidding. It's fine. But I'm curious, is there anything that maybe you think I should have included in the list? Drop them down in the comments and I can kind of pin them as I find some cool suggestions, because let's be real, I'm only one person. These are my suggestions, but I'm sure there's a ton of stuff under $100 that you can buy for your special loved one musician. Anyways, thanks for watching, and subscribe if you haven't. This is a little bit of a different video. There's cooler videos to check out, like the one that's popping up right here somewhere. Just click it. And yeah, catch you later.